Right now, a live look outside on this weather alert day as the snowmaking system moves into our area. We are live all morning, and Art has got his updates for us as well. We're also live this morning from our StormRunner. Here you see it. We're tracking road conditions for you as you wake up and start to get on the road this morning.
Plus, we do have the snowy roadways that are going to continue through the morning as well as the afternoon and the evening hours. Reduced visibility is going to be an issue for today, so please take it slow. More about that in just a moment.
This is News 8 Now this morning.
Good morning, I'm Alexandra Carter. On this Thursday, December 19th, we begin, of course, with that weather. We have live team coverage for you this morning. Allison Fergit, she is in StormRunner watching the roads for us, but we start with meteorologist Art Jarrett. So Art, how much snow is expected to hit our area? We know it kind of just started coming down.
Well, for inches for everyone, but we're going to see about 4 to 6 inches getting up to the north by areas by Ladysmith as well as into Eau Claire and areas around there. We're also going to be seeing hazardous road conditions, as you can see, for 2 to 6 inches of rainfall, or I should say snow, as I mentioned, but also along and north of I-90. So we'll be seeing that as an issue today. It'll be through the morning commute. It will be continued into the daytime with the heaviest of snow time coming into the forecast as well. Then light snow and breezy conditions for the PM commute. That'll also be coming in. So that's going to be some blowing snow and breezier winds. There's a look at what's happening. 4 to 6 inches up to the north. And you can see down just north of Black River Falls, 2 to 4 inches for us here for La Crosse and areas just around us. And then down to the south for Boscomel and Prairie du Chien, you're looking at about 1 to 2 inches. Here are the alerts that are in effect right now. They continue all the way through Friday at 3 a.m. It looks like they may be altering them just a bit right now for the National Weather Service. We're looking at the wind chill issues, slick spots, snowy roadways, and visibility issues. That's going to be in the evening commute as well. And then overnight, we have the breezier winds coming back again. That could place more of that snow that's already on the ground, causing it to be icy. So please be careful as we go through the morning hours, and have a wonderful day.
All right, Art, well, people waking up this morning, your first question might be, how the heck am I going to get to work? How am I going to get the kids to school? Let's check in on the roads now. With News 8 Now's Allison Fergit. She's live in StormRunner. Allison, how are the roads out there?
They aren't great. Well, good morning, first of all, to Alexandra and to Art, but the roads have gotten much worse than when we first started around 5 a.m. this morning. So I'm going to give you guys a live look at what we're seeing. You can see snow-covered roads. It's really starting to accumulate. Earlier, it was very pretty, very glittery, and now we're starting to see those big snowflakes coming down, and they are stacking up on the roads. So just a reminder to be safe this morning when traveling to work. We all know to give ourselves a little bit of extra time, to give ourselves extra space, but just really make sure that you are being safe and slow out there. We were skidding a little bit when we were going through some intersections, and especially on the interstate, we were having some visibility issues. It's a little bit better now that we're off of there, but just really make sure that you're giving yourself some extra time, and please be safe this morning. We want everyone to be able to get to work safely, and if you can work from home, not really a bad idea on a day like today. So for now, I'm going to send it back to you, Alexandra, and we will keep monitoring the roads and give you guys any updates as we see them.
All right, Allison, thank you. She's a Wisconsin native, so if she's telling you to work from home, tell your boss. Thank you. Turning now to some other news to let you know about another bond reduction for the woman accused of killing 6-year-old AJ Pedrin. A La Crosse County judge $50,000, down from $250,000. The 32-year-old will need GPS monitoring and must stay away from children if she's released. Her trial will start in August. And a Clark County judge rules a man accused of killing his 2 children and trying to kill his wife is competent to stand trial. 29-year-old Victor Gomez Acosta faces first-degree homicide charges from the July incident. He's set to be back in court January 29th. A woman charged with setting the Sparta Walmart on fire now pleading guilty. 18-year-old Emma Smith set the fire, causing more than $7 million in damage last year. A judge giving her 60 days in jail, 4 years probation, and ordering her to pay $8.6 million in restitution. A Fountain City woman faces felony theft charges for stealing from a school booster club. 52-year-old Christina Foley is accused of writing 4 unauthorized checks, taking $13,000 from the Cochran Fountain City Pirate Booster Club. Police say she admitted getting behind on bills and tried paying the money back. Foley's free on a $1,500 signature bond until her January court date. Local police say they need your help finding 2 burglary suspects. The men hit businesses in La Crescent, La Crosse, Onalaska, and Winona. Both seen wearing black hoodies. They were also using a stolen white Kia, but police have recovered that. Police say they broke into businesses and restaurants by smashing windows and climbing roofs. One of those targets was Mango's Mexican and American Grill in Winona.
Took whatever was in the register. They did kind of wander around the restaurant a little bit, but it was just the register most that they took, whatever money was in there.
Police say the suspects are between 18 and 21. And a warning this morning for anyone with elderly parents or grandparents. A Winneshiek County couple just lost $15,000 to phone scammers. The sheriff's office says criminals are targeting landlines, claiming a grandchild's been arrested after a texting and driving accident. They pressure victims to send cash for bond money. Several others report similar calls. The sheriff's office warns if you get one of those calls, don't send money. Call them instead. 2 lives lost in the Madison school shooting have now been identified. Teacher Michelle West, just 42, and 14-year-old student Ruby Vergara were killed. The Dane County Medical Examiner says West died at the scene, both victims from gunshot wounds. And a government shutdown is looming ahead of the holidays after a key spending deal falls apart. President-elect Trump and his allies rejected the package that included billions in disaster aid. The deadline hits midnight Saturday, as Jared Hill reports.
Capitol Hill in chaos as lawmakers huddle in closed-door meetings, hoping to avert a government shutdown at the end of the week.
We're in the middle of these negotiations, but I think we'll be able to solve some problems here.
Earlier yesterday, Congress seemed poised to pass a 1,500-page bipartisan spending measure to fund the federal government through mid-March. It included billions of dollars in disaster and farm aid, and the first pay raise for members of Congress since 2009. Then, tech billionaire and close Trump ally Elon Musk weighed in on social media, calling it pork and pushing lawmakers to kill the bill, even suggesting members who support it should be voted out of office. President-elect Donald Trump also came out against the bill, saying a clean measure should be passed without what he called Democrat giveaways. Later, House Republicans declared the bill dead.
House Republicans will now own any harm that is visited upon the American people.
In a statement, the White House warned that a shutdown would harm Americans who rely on basic services like Social Security, adding, "A deal is a deal. Republicans should keep their word."
And sources familiar with the issue tell CBS News the White House Office of Management and Budget has directed agencies to start discussing shutdown procedures with their employees today. A federal grant will help expand broadband access in Chippewa County. The USDA is awarding more than $9 million to Bloomer Telephone Company to boost its infrastructure. Bloomer will install a fiber network to benefit more than 1,200 people and 73 farms across Chippewa and Dunn counties. The money is part of the Biden administration's efforts to boost internet access in rural areas. And the push is on to spruce up a spot on La Crosse's north side. But will officials get the money they need to do that? News 8 Now's Allison Fergit has that answer.
It might not look like much now, but this parking lot on Caledonia Street could soon become one of the gems of Northside La Crosse. A new proposal would transform the area into a meeting spot for community members.
But we're also converting roughly a third of it to be more of a gathering space with amenities like a pergola and lighting and some picnic tables.
The space would also host live music and other community events. The city is hoping to apply for a state Vibrant Spaces grant to bolster the project, but local groups have already pledged to donate tens of thousands of dollars to the cause.
Having community gathering spaces is so critical for a vibrant and healthy community.
And with this area completely revamped, nearby organizations and businesses say it'll bring more people to the north side.
More foot traffic, that we can get onto that street. Hopefully it will help the businesses that are there, the surrounding businesses on George Street, and then just draw more and more attention and traffic to the north side so that we can continue to grow the north side.
The North La Crosse Business Association wrote a letter supporting the renovation. So did the La Crosse Area Farmers Market Association, who are hoping to bring a farmers market back to the north side and host it at the redone space.
Farmers market alone is a draw, but I think if you have other fun activities for families, especially to get involved in that same area, that would be just an even bigger draw and more fun for everybody.
The project is still in the early stages. The city is working to finalize funding and hope in the coming months to set a budget. but there's already a lot of excitement from stakeholders.
That area of North La Crosse is a gem that we have in our city. It's exciting to put more investment there.
Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Ferget, News 8 Now.
The time now is 6:09. Still ahead on your morning news. Amazon's Teamster strike is set to start today. What that means: 2 student loan repayment plans, once again options for borrowers. And Taco Bell is releasing a new item on its menu for a limited time. And the Federal Reserve announcing interest rates are being cut for the 3rd time this year. We'll have what that means for you and your wallet coming up later. And for now, sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. A blind 20-year-old cat just survived a winter adventure in Massachusetts. After Tiki fell through lake ice, 2 locals raced out with a rowboat to save him. He was so cold his temperature wouldn't even register. There he is. Now the senior escape artist is back home, resting up for his next big adventure. Glad he's all right. And for now, we are leaving you with a live look from our News 8 Now StormRunner. Take a look at this. This is downtown La Crosse. Your morning commute might take you this way. So here's what it's looking like. We have our StormRunner out there this morning on patrol, giving you a look of the roads. We'll check back in with our crew out there to see what's going on as they roll on through this winter weather. Art will have another look at your forecast as well. Stay with us.
Hey, Dominic here to tell you about our great Wisconsin-made gifts for every occasion. T-shirts for birthdays, cookbooks for showers, aprons for Mother's Day, hats for Father's Day, gift boxes for weddings and thank you gifts, and for Christmas or any other celebration. We have mini cinnamon bears. They even smell like pleasing. Get your gifts at our outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse.
You'll find the Ram you're looking for at Pischke Motors in West Salem or Pischke Motors in La Crosse.
It's the Wrap Up the Year sales event. Stop into Pischke Motors now to save over $10,000 off MSRP on a 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn. Come see the all-new and redesigned Bighorn with unparalleled durability, towing, hauling. Ram has you covered. Hurry in. This offer ends December 31st.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Let River City Grill be your new lunch destination. Whether it's corporate lunches, parties, or events, we have the space and food for all of your gathering needs, big or small. We offer an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. with unlimited soup, salad, pizza, wings, and so much more. There's something for everybody. Stop by the bar and pair your delicious lunch with one of our many beers available on draft. River City Grill, Winona, Minnesota.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealand's Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealand's Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
All right, well, happy Thursday to you as we get into it early today as well as through this evening. We're going to see some hazardous road conditions out there with at least 2 to 6 inches of snow out there. And so that's going to cause a little bit of trouble, mainly along and north of I-90. We'll also see as we get down to the south here for La Crosse along I-90, we're also seeing some conditions that are going to increase through the morning hours as well. So we'll take a peek at how this all plays out here. Getting into it, we'll hold on to conditions like this. 4 to 6 inches up to the north. We're looking at, that's north of Black River Falls. We're looking at between Winona and La Crosse. Going to the south, we're looking at least 2 to 4 inches here. Down to the south by Prairie du Chien and Bosqueville, you're looking at possibly about 1 to 2 inches of snow. The advisories that are in play right now, all of these warnings that are in effect, of course, we've got these continuing on all the way until at least Friday morning at around 3 a.m. So this is going to continue all through the night. We're also looking at the wind chill, slick spots out there, snowy roadways, visibility, and then as we get into the night, we have breezy and gusty conditions that go through your evening hours and overnight as well, and that's going to cause the morning commute to be maybe a little icy as we get colder. As you can see, through the 6 o'clock hour, that's where all the snow is going to be as we finish out the 6 o'clock hour. Current temperatures right now 17 to 20 degrees, picking up at least 25 down to the south. La Crosse is 23. Now, how it feels on your skin, though, La Crosse feels like it's 15 degrees. It feels like it's 9 to 7 degrees once you go from Eau Claire to Ladysmith. Now, we have the winds that you already saw where Allison was driving before with Chuck. You can see the winds are out there and they're breezy. They're going to be gusty later on as we go through the 7 o'clock hour and into the 11 o'clock hour into your afternoon. So it's going to be blowing snow going into your noon hour as well. So when I come back, I'll have more about your local forecast in just a moment. So please stick around.
In your consumer news, Teamsters strike Amazon today. The union's 7,000 workers will hit the picket lines, but that's still less than 1% of Amazon's U.S. workforce. The union's president says Amazon needs to treat workers fairly. The company fires back, claiming the Teamsters are misleading the public and says operations will not skip a beat. Two students once again options. The U.S. Department of Education announcing it is reopening the pay-as-you-earn repayment plan and income contingent repayment plan. The Payee and ICR plans set monthly payment based on borrowers' earnings and family size. Payee offers the lowest payments to most people borrowing. And Taco Bell is stepping away from its Mexican-inspired cuisine a bit. Starting today, the chain will offer chicken nuggets for a limited time. Those look good. The chicken will be marinated in a zesty jalapeno buttermilk, then coated in tortilla chips and breadcrumbs. Taco Bell is also introducing new dips for the nuggets. Those include a tangy signature Bell sauce, a jalapeno infused honey mustard, and a spicy ranch. Interest rates are going down. The Federal Reserve announcing it is lowering rates by 1/4 point. That is the 3rd time this year that rates have been cut. In today's Consumer Watch, Jen Sullivan explains what that means for your wallet.
The Federal Reserve announcing Wednesday a cut in interest rates of 1/4 point, bringing rates down between 4.25 and 4.5%.
The economy is strong overall and has made significant progress toward our goals over the past 2 years.
The decision means interest rates for things like car loans, credit cards, and other debt will go down.
If you have a $50,000 home equity line, your minimum monthly payment, it's going to be $42 lower at this level of interest rates than it was just a few months ago.
Greg McBride with Bankrate says the Fed looks at a variety of factors when deciding to lower rates, but the biggest indicator is inflation, which was as high as 9.1% in June of 2022. It's now much closer to the Fed's goal of 2%, but in recent months, it's ticked up again to 2.7%. And experts say Americans are feeling the impact of those high prices.
Prices are still going up. They're going up the most on necessities that households buy, and your income may not have been able to keep up with that.
Grocery prices were up 1.6% in November, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. And annually, some items have seen much bigger jumps due to other factors as well, such as climate change. Prices have gone up for coffee, beef, orange juice, and eggs, with chocolate soaring over 100%. Because those prices are higher, McBride predicts the Fed will be more cautious about lowering rates in 2025.
I do expect that the Federal Reserve will reduce interest rates next year, but it's going to come at a much slower, more cautious, more deliberate pace because of inflation.
That's a look at your consumer news. Let's send it over now to News 8 meteorologist Art Jarrett, the man of the morning. Art, what is going on now with the weather?
Well, apparently it's a winter wonderland out there, but you know, as it continues on, it's going to get messy with the roadways getting a little bit worse through the morning hours and continuing into the noon hour. Snowy conditions today with the slick and wet roadways. Icy conditions possibly later on tonight as we get colder, and you're going to see it goes through the evening hours. We're going to see limited amounts of snow, but we'll see blowing snow out there because of the wind gusts that'll continue. They'll also continue overnight, and of course with 4 to 6 inches of snow out there as you get to the north, and 2 to 4 inches of snow by La Crosse and extending down to 1 to 2. That's a lot of snow out there. So you can see it right there. There's City Cam 8 for La Crosse holding on. It's absolutely gorgeous out there, and how fast this actually kind of lingered, I should say stayed on the ground fall and continues to do so. County Road there, east-west going to Warrens here. You're looking at, again, the possibility of snow heading in that direction. And then folks that are going from, say, Toma and Shelby heading back towards La Crosse or going elsewhere, you're seeing you've got snow on the roadways. You can see the snow kind of in the light right there. You can see it right there. See it? Yeah, there it goes. And of course, also by Onalaska, the roadways, man, that snow is all over the place there. So please be careful as you're traveling this early morning. All right, that being said, the visibilities are going to be an issue today, whether it's just with fog or even having some snow with blowing snow out there because the winds are gusting up right now. Visibility is down to 1 as you go through the morning hours, possibly 2 in some cases, maybe 3 as you go to the 9 o'clock hour. The morning commute is done, but as you get toward the afternoon commute, you're looking at visibilities to still be quite low. Sometimes you'll see La Crosse get up to 12, and as we get into the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock hour, you'll start to see the winds coming back, switching lanes here for us, and eventually we'll get back into some breezy and gusty conditions out there with some visibility issues through the morning hours and in the afternoon as well. Getting into the wind gusts, you're going to see, as I mentioned, the winds as we go through the 11 o'clock hour, they start to tick up, but once you get into, say, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, the winds are slowly backing off a bit, but they're still up to at least 20 miles per hour, possibly 22 miles per hour in some cases. Then we go into the 6 o'clock hour through your evening commute, they back off a bit, so they're not really considered gusty, but then the winds start to tick up again with a different direction coming in from the north with colder air associated with that. Yes, it's after your commute time, but it's also for folks that are heading home for working late at night. That continues into the overnight hours, 5 a.m. for your ride to work tomorrow. Well, you're back in the breezy and gusty winds and colder air out there, so that means you can see some icy roadways with all that snow that is still on the ground. Now that continues all the way into the morning hours as we finish out. Now that being said, as you go through La Crosse, take a look at what you've got going on here from the 7 o'clock hour on. Snow continues to pick up even more so. It's a little heavier as we go to the late morning hours. Eau Claire, they were in it early, so they're deep in it right now from the 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock all the way to the 9 o'clock hour, possibly into the late afternoon, or I should say late morning hours going into the noon hour, then tapering down. Highs for the day, 22 to 29 degrees, possibly 30 down to the south. We'll also see as we get into it, the snow holding on through the day continues to work across the area through the mid-morning hours into the late morning hours going into the afternoon. It starts to break up there by La Crosse by the 3 o'clock hour, and then we get closer to this evening commute. It backs off from Ladysmith and Eau Claire, and you're seeing we break out of that as well as we finish the evening commute with more of this lingering snow kind of falling from some light snowfall going into the overnight hours to 4 in the morning. That means your commute for tomorrow is going to be very difficult. Overnight lows tomorrow, 18 to at least 23 degrees in some cases, 25 by Boscobel. Highs for Friday are looking at 21 to about 28 degrees, so it will be much colder. This is what's going to happen on your roadways today and possibly into the morning. And away we go. 28 today, 26 tomorrow, and cold. Winter begins on Saturday with colder conditions coming in as well still for Sunday. And of course, Sunday night into Monday, you've got more rain-snow mix on the way.
All right, Art, thank you. We'll check back in with you just after the break. Still ahead on your morning news, a baby boom at Gunderson Health System, the record-breaking number that has staff celebrating after your morning sports.
Coming up in the Blitz, Giannis Antetokounmpo reflects on the Bucks' NBA Cup final win and what's to come for the team, plus the newest batch of nominees for the News 8 Play of the Week. Keep it right here.
And for now, leaving you with another live look from our News 8 Now StormRunner out on patrol for you this morning. This is a live look from our crew. They're out in Onalaska right now. You can see some snow still falling down pretty lightly, but roads are not looking too good, are they? Road conditions have been deteriorating throughout the morning. We'll check back in with our crew from the road right after the morning sports blitz. Stay with us.
It's time to finish your holiday shopping for less at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, with great last-minute gifts at even better prices for all the originals on your list. Like assorted Duke Cannon bar soaps, $5.99 each. For the kids, John Deere bubble mowers or leaf blowers, $14.99. For the home chefs, a Presto Pizzazz is $41.99. Plus, Blaine's Farm and Fleet gift cards make the perfect stocking stuffers. Wrap up your holiday shopping for less with great last-minute gifts. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Right now, at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, you can save up to $400 on stressless recliners when you donate just $50 to charity. You'll save $400 on the popular Mayfair style recliner, $200 off other stressless recliners or office chairs, and up to $600 on stressless sofas. All this when you make a $50 donation to charity. Don't wait, it's time for stressless. Donate and save at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Cedar Creek now offers TrackMan golf simulators, so real you'll think you're there. TrackMan uses Doppler radar to improve your game shot after shot and lower your score. Golf is some of the most iconic courses in the world. Sign up today. Winter leagues start in January. Tee times booked online only. The season continues.
Holidays with friends just got better. With Perkins' new Fall Off the Bone sweet and tangy baby back ribs and our new Stack Mega Cinnamon Rolls. Hanging at home never tasted so good. Only with Perkins.
Andy Pitts here at Chrysler Winona, and we're clearing the lot for construction on our new dealership during the Wrap Up the Year sales event. A new Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn with heated seats, remote start, and Apple CarPlay, just $429 per month with $19.99 down. Or buy up to $12,500 off MSRP. Need more power? A new Ram HD Crew Cab, up to $13,000 off MSRP. So come see us at our new location, Highway 61, Winona.
The place to save big money on all your home improvement needs.
Blitz. Well, if you watched it or didn't, the Bucks are NBA Cup champions after going 7-0 in the in-season tournament. Milwaukee is cementing themselves as a serious contender in the Eastern Conference, and Giannis is excited to see where this leads the side next.
We had this goal as a team, and we accomplished it. We accomplished it. I'm very proud of everybody. I'm so happy for Dame that he got we got our first trophy together. And this is just the beginning. We got to keep on improving, keep on getting better, and we will be better.
And Darvin Ham and wing Taurean Prince have never lost an NBA Cup game, a perfect 14-0 in the last 2 years. All right, now it's time for the News 8 Play of the Week nominees, and we've got a good batch to choose from again this time around. Getting us going at number 1, it is wrestling from a couple nights ago. GET Melman taking on West Salem Bangor. It's the Titans' Colton Koss putting his opponent in a less than advantageous position as he gets the pin right there. West Salem Bangor to win the duel by 6 points. At number 2, we head to the hockey rink. The Avalanche taking on West Salem. Brody Slusser gets ahead of steam and he slots it home to get the scoring started, and it would be an important goal as well for the Holman sophomore as his side would win by a final of 4-3. An appropriate number here for number 3 is Aquinas' Ava Fernholz hoisting a step back right before the halftime buzzer. She splashes it. She had 15 points in the Blue Gold's 5-point win over Holman. At number 4, we go to Elroy. The Royal Panthers are unbeaten to start the year, and plays like this are a good indicator why. Great body control by Trey Wilds and a spinning fadeaway against New Lisbon. Nice little play right there in the 44-point win. And at number 5, a dazzling shooting display a couple nights ago from Westby's Maddox Fensel in their win over Fenimore. He hit 5 threes consecutively in the first half, didn't miss one in that first frame. He finishes 8 of 10 from long range in the game, all of his points coming from the money ball. So that's the 5 to choose from for this week. Choose your favorite. Head to news8000.com and under the sports tab, click on Play of the Week and choose your favorite. Voting is live right now and closes on Friday at 5. We'll announce the winner during the 6 p.m. sports. Good choices to choose from, as always. Now look for the Blitz. See you.
I didn't know it, but my leg and back pain was coming from my feet. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a sporty new Civic, spirited Accord, fun to drive HRV, and versatile CRV. So don't wait, turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Hey, it's Reed and Chelsea.
We got a message from Mr. Bobby Bones.
Hey everybody, Bobby Bones here. I just want to say thank you for listening to the Bobby Bones Show. We got some ratings back, and we are the #1 morning show, 18 to 49, right here in La Crosse. So thank you so much for listening to the Bobby Bones Show, for listening on Kicks 106.3. We hope to be your friends in the morning. And if you know somebody that hasn't checked us out, tell them, let them know. And again, thank you so much.
Kicks 106.3.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Happy holidays from Bignevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Trane dealer.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back. We are waking up to a bit of a winter wonderland out there on this Thursday morning. And as you do that, you may be wondering, how are the roads? How are you going to get to work, take the kids to school, all that stuff? That's why we've got News 8 Now's Allison Fergit. She joins us live this morning from the News 8 Now StormRunner. She's out on the roads in the thick of it. Allison, where are you and how's it looking out there?
Yeah, so we are in La Crosse right now. We are very close to La Crosse Street, and roads are not great. I'm going to give you a live look at what we're seeing. Visibility has significantly gone down since we started driving around 5. That's when the snow really first started to fall. It's definitely gotten a lot thicker, a lot bigger snowflakes that are sticking on the ground and making those roads a little bit harder to drive on. We are slipping a bit, so just definitely on your way to work, make sure that you are taking your time. Make sure to give yourself extra time when you leave. Give yourself extra room as well. All of those winter driving tips that we all know in Wisconsin and Minnesota, but just make sure that we are being safe out there. This is probably our first big, if you can call this a big winter storm. We'll get a couple inches. We've seen a couple snowflakes before, but this is going to be our first one of the season, so always make sure to give yourself some extra time. And yeah, we will continue to update you as we continue to see the road and as it continues to snow, but for now I'm going to send it back to you, Alexandra.
All right, Allison, definitely looks like conditions are deteriorating out there, so you guys stay safe and we'll check back in with you. We do have some school closings and delays to let you know about. The weather's already causing quite a few of those. We'll tell you about some of them. Toma, GET, Black River Falls, Chippewa Falls, Arcadia, Luther High School in Onalaska, Whitehall School Districts, and the Monroe County Senior Dining Sites. Those are all closed this morning. For a full list of school closures, we've got about 20, maybe even more than that by this time. So there's a lot. You can check those all out on our website if you're interested. That, of course, is news8000.com. And turning now to some medical news, Wisconsin is reporting its first human case of bird flu. A Barron County resident caught the virus after contact with infected poultry earlier this month. Health officials say it rarely spreads from animals to people. You need direct contact for that. The symptoms include fever, sore throat, muscle aches, cough, and eye infections. There's a baby boom happening at Gunderson Health System in La Crosse. The hospital just welcomed its 1,798th newborn this year, smashing the previous record of 1,776. That one was in 2021. With just a little less than 2 weeks still left in the year, that number could keep climbing.
We do have the only local NICU here and the only maternal fetal medicine provider in this area consistently too as well. So I think people are just wanting to be able to deliver in a place where their newborn can stay that needs higher acuity.
And the families behind these record-breaking numbers say Gunderson's care has made all the difference.
It was great. We had to transfer late term due to some complications with him, and the nurses and all the staff has been amazing between all the OB appointments and our cardiologist. It's just been amazing care all over.
The hospital's been seeing more deliveries each year, bouncing back from a slight dip after the 2021 record. Young adults appear to be prioritizing their sleep more than older generations. CBS's Christian Benavidez looks at the lengths some are going to achieve a good night's sleep.
Camilla Charles, a college senior in Florida, is among the millions of young adults who are now prioritizing their sleep routine in order to catch more Z's.
Magnesium, I go to sleep, I do my skincare, I'll put my hair, if it straightens, I'll put it in little rollers.
It's part of a trend known as sleep maxing, maximizing the time it takes to do your routine before going to bed so you can get more hours of sleep.
I'm trying to figure out what works for me actually, because it is hard.
A room is dark. No television on, no nothing. You gotta be quiet, man. And freezing cold in my room.
One recent analysis found Gen Zers spend more time sleeping than any other generation. That same survey showed they also spent more time exercising and prioritizing self-care than others.
You just want to make the quality better, which is a good thing. So it's a concept of health versus illness. Optimizing your health versus not the absence of illness. So same thing with sleeping. Even though they may be considered good sleepers overall, they want to make their sleep even better yet.
While Gen Zers may be prioritizing sleep, a survey of all Americans found a majority, 57%, said they would feel better if they got more sleep. The American Academy of Sleep Medicine recommends 7 or 8 hours.
I slept so good.
On social media, some young people are going as far as taping their mouths shut, along with using nostril expanders.
A lot of things people do that are not necessarily evidence-based.
Dr. Rafael Pelayo with Stanford University warns against obsessing over those popular sleep trackers on smartphones. And if you're having trouble sleeping, it's best to consult your doctor.
The Mayo Clinic recommends sticking to a sleep schedule, paying attention to what you eat, and creating a restful environment. And in Bangor, a student-run athletic club brought holiday cheer to 2 local hospitals. Annual toy and gift card donation distribution yesterday. They gifted about $1,000 to both Mayo and Gunderson Amplify.
It's really great being able to see our community come together to help raise money. Our community is great with supporting others, and when we brought this up to people, everyone loved it. We had a lot of great donations, whether people were donating, whether they're getting raffle tickets, just supporting.
Students raised money at various events like a chili dinner and a raffle. Now let's check back in with meteorologist Art Jarrett. He has a look at our morning commute. Going to need to give yourself some extra time today, right, Art?
Most definitely, or else you take Allison's advice and stay home if you can. Yeah, in fact, early this morning as we go through the mid-morning hours, late morning hours, as far as the afternoon is concerned, those commutes are going to be difficult, as well as your evening commute. We won't see as much snow into the evening commute, but we'll see breezier winds, so that means visibilities will be lower because of blowing snow. We're looking at 2 to 6 inches of snow possible, as you can can see, with hazardous road travel, mainly along I-94, getting up to the north. And we'll also see some snow kicking up around here locally. Let's take a quick peek here as we get into it. You're going to be seeing the possibility of at least 4 to 6 inches of snow moving into the forecast. That is Eau Claire and northward. Black River Falls, you're probably in that as well. 2 to 4 inches possibly for areas around La Crosse. We'll also be picking up at least 1 to 2 down to the south. So you've got where it is, what's going on, and how long it's going to last. Well, these alerts and all of these advisories are in effect until Friday morning, around 3 a.m. in the morning. We could see icier roadways popping into the picture as well as we get into breezier and gusty conditions overnight with colder air on the way. Wind chill, slick spots, snowy roadways, visibility issues, that's going on today. You're going to see the cold air where the snow is going to be through the 6 o'clock hour. And as we get into it, temperatures right now 18 to about maybe 25 degrees. You see La Crosse at 23. What's it feel like in La Crosse? It feels like it's 16 degrees out there. It is cold. Same thing for La Crosse and I should say Eau Claire and Ladysmith. They're cold. Breezy and gusty winds are being a big force in this morning as we continue through the late morning hours and into the afternoon. Those winds will still cause a little activity going into your afternoon commute for the noon hour for lunch. And of course, as we get into the evening, it tapers down, but we still have some 18-mile-per-hour winds, breezy and gusty conditions that continue, and then breezy and gusty conditions overnight as well into your morning commute. Be safe. Back to you. Coming up in our Buzz Report, we have a report. A famous singer, Adele. Well, she's facing allegations of plagiarism for one of her songs. Wow, that was back in 2015. We'll have more on the details on that coming up in just a bit.
What will you find at Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique? Everything you need and more. See our selection of Polish pottery, cookware, olive oils and vinegar, and our gadget wall. Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique, located inside Wesco and Sparta. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
I've suffered from shoulder pain for about 22 years. It got to where I couldn't even wash my hair. I couldn't even brush my teeth without pain.
That's when Sophia checked out QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. All natural treatments to restore and repair your damaged joint tissue and get you back to living a normal life again with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
I chose QC Kinetics because my son, he had his back done, and he had great success with it.
Join tens of thousands of satisfied patients who have found lasting relief from their joint pain. Request a free consultation and find out if you're qualified for this therapeutic breakthrough. Call 715-447-7980.
I was in the shower washing my hair and I realized, oh my God, I'm washing my hair and it doesn't hurt. I'm pain-free and I want to thank you, QC Kinetics.
Isn't it time you got your life back? Call now for your free consultation. 715-447-7980. 715-447-7980.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right, so we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind, because safety runs through everything we do. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
4 hit 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year.
Visit your Best Choice GMC dealer today.
Welcome to Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique. Whether you're a gourmet cook or an aspiring foodie, we have something for your style and taste. See our selection of gourmet cookware, bakeware, and appliances. Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique. Stop in today and tell them Peyton sent you.
All right. right, good morning. We have a weather alert day today, and that, of course, is also associated with these hazardous roadways. Snowy roadways, slick, and, of course, wet. Snowy is going to continue on. We may see icy later on tonight going into the overnight hours for your Friday commute. Reduced visibilities for today for the evening commute to finish out into the evening hours, and, of course, that's going to be mostly blowing snow, pushing a lot of that 4 to 6 inches around, as well as 2 to 6 inches, or 2 to 4 inches once you get around La Crosse through the area as those snow showers begin to taper down into the evening hours. That being said, you can see the flag out in the distance. That's kind of blowing a little bit right now. You've got County Road EW going over by Warrens. You're holding on to at least a lot of snow on the ground right now. Getting to near Toma and Shelby, you're also looking at snow if you're heading towards Onalaska, getting back into the area there and down to La Crosse. Current visibilities are kind of issue. You can see right now with 1 mile of visibility and less in some other locations where you're going to be seeing this going on through the morning hours and continue on into the afternoon. Eventually you'll take it into at least the 9 o'clock hour, still holding on to some fog and low cloud activity with visibility kind of fluctuating between 1 mile of visibility down to 12, up to 12, then it gets back down to 2. You're seeing again as we go into the 12 o'clock hour, you've got visibility that's still better, but other locations are looking a little bit lighter on the cloudier side because of the blowing snow. That will continue on through the day and into your evening commute as well, and possibly overnight as well. The wind gusts will continue as we go through the morning hours. You'll see them to be breezy and gusty, up to 27 to 30 miles per hour, maybe even 33 in some cases. Then they back off gradually as we go into the 2 o'clock hour. So as you start your evening commute, you're not seeing a lot of gusty winds, but they will pick up as we finish out, and enough to bring a lot of blowing snow into the forecast as those winds switch on us from the north. Even in the overnight hours, as we go from the late night to the overnight, the winds continue to pick up going into your 5 o'clock hour for tomorrow morning. So that means possibly icier roadways because of the colder air that's coming in from the north with breezy and gusty winds. That's going to make for a pretty good, decent wind chill to finish out the day. As we go through finishing out, speaking of that, from the 7 o'clock hour on through the day, La Crosse is picking up that snow through the mid to late morning hours and continuing on back again into the afternoon and into your evening commute. You'll also find Eau Claire starting out earlier this morning with the snow. They're kicking in all the way through the early morning to the mid-morning to late morning hours, and then they begin to taper down. You're holding on to highs for the day, 22 to about 30 degrees, similar to what we had just yesterday. That's under cloudy conditions, of course, and of course the hazardous roadways. As we slide through what's happening today, going through the 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, all the way to the mid-morning hours, you're looking at widespread snow across the area, filtering in with more snow coming into the 11 o'clock hour. Then everything starts to scoot a little bit more to the east. You're looking at still down to the south, though. You're picking up some decent snow for everybody here from Winona and Black River Falls southward. It's starting to break up by Eau Claire and continues to do so as we go right into the evening commute. It's backs off there, but you're going to still see it going through the areas here until about the 8 o'clock hour once the commute is done. So you've got lighter snow continuing to push through the area all the way into the overnight hours till about 2 in the morning, possibly until about 6 in the morning. Snow is pretty much done, but you're already in your morning commute with icier roadways. This is what I've got going on for you as we finish out the day. You're taking a look here, 28 degrees today with a weather alert day. Colder tomorrow and colder for the first day of winter as well. Continuing on to cold conditions, still holding on for Sunday with a mix of rain and snow overnight into Monday. Be safe.
Producer and fashion designer Pharrell Williams is adding a new title to his name. He was just named UNESCO's Goodwill Ambassador for Artistic Education and Entrepreneurship. UNESCO leaders hope Pharrell's global influence and deep connections to fashion and music will draw attention to the agency's work. A judge in Brazil ordering all streaming services and radio stations to stop playing an Adele song because a Brazilian singer-songwriter claims her 2015 song Million Years Ago copied his 1996 song Mulheres. As of now, Million Years Ago is still available on major streaming services, but the judge is threatening Brazilian subsidiaries of Adele's labels with an $8,000 fine per act of non-compliance. Neither the singer nor her labels have commented.
I need you to act like everything is fine. Is there something in your car?
Horror ensue when a mythical creature gets accidentally hit by a car in Death of a Unicorn. Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega play a father-daughter duo in the dark comedy, which hits theaters in the spring.
There's no such thing as magic.
And get ready to feel the magic of Harry Potter on the big screen again. The first 4 Harry Potter films are returning to cinemas in February. They'll be shown in a variety of formats, including 3D, 4DX, and D-Box, depending on the theater. A lot of formats there I've never heard of.
Exactly.
Art, I wanted to ask you how you're feeling about your move to Wisconsin right now during all this weather. Yeah, how are you feeling?
I don't know. All that talk about food earlier has made me hungry, so I could go for some cheese. What do they call them?
Cheese curds?
Cheese curds.
That's good to eat on a snow day, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. All right, well, before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, Tamara, she is turning 18 years old today. She loves spending time with her family and friends and her 3 nephews.
If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them.
That's right. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button under the Home tab on our website.
And stay with us. We have everything you need to know in 5 minutes or less, including another live look at the roads when we come back.
After 41 years of serving the Winona community, Holton's Jewelers is closing forever. Enjoy savings up to 70% off store-wide. Save big at Holton's today. Hurry in.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event. Time for exclusive offers on your favorite Ford SUVs, including Escape, Bronco Sport, and Explorer. Get holiday ready with all-weather features that make life easier, like heated seating, a heated steering wheel, and remote start. Great deals on your favorite Ford SUVs. That's how you get holiday ready. Now, during the final days, get up to $3,000 total cash on a brand new 2025 Ford Explorer. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
If your home is looking drab, trade it in. Trade it in. The furniture's old and yucky, trade it in. Trade it in. If you're seeking a solution, then King's your resolution. If you're tired of your look, then trade it in. Trade it in.
At King's Trade-In Sale, trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments at the King Furniture Trade-In Sale. Trade it in!
My favorite part of Christmas, probably being able to go sledding.
Getting to roll in the snow and do this. I really love how cozy and fun it is.
My favorite song is Jingle Bells. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Things are a bit simpler as a kid. We realize not everyone has the same level of comfort and support this time of year. If you need help, please reach out. Peace of Mind Counseling wishes you a safe and happy holiday season.
After 41 years of serving the Winona community, Holton's Jewelers is closing forever. Enjoy savings up to 70% off store-wide. Save big at Holton's today. Hurry in.
From memories of the past to memories yet to come. Happy holidays and the best to you this season. From all of us at News 8 Now.
Happy holidays from Bignevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Train dealer.
Happy holidays from News 8 Now.
Welcome back. It's 6:52. Time for your morning news now. Another bond reduction for the woman accused of killing 6-year-old AJ Pedrin. A La Crosse County judge cut Josie Dykman's bond to $50,000, down from $250,000 and an original $1 million. The 32-year-old will need GPS monitoring and must stay away from children if released. Her trial is set to start in August. 2 lives lost in the Madison school shooting have been identified. Teacher Michelle West, 42 years old, and 14-year-old student Ruby Vergara were killed. The Dane County Medical Examiner says West died at the scene, both victims from gunshot wounds. And local police need your help finding 2 burglary suspects. The men hit businesses in La Crescent, La Crosse, Onalaska, and Winona. You see some video of them here. Both suspects are young men seen wearing black hoodies. They were also using a stolen white Kia, but police have recovered that. Police say they broke into businesses and restaurants by smashing windows and climbing roofs. One of those targets was Mango's Mexican and American Grill in Winona.
Took whatever was in the register. They did kind of wander around the restaurant a little bit, but it was just the register most that they took, whatever money was in there.
Police say the suspects are between 18 and 21. And a warning this morning for anyone with elderly parents or grandparents. A Winnesheet County couple just lost $15,000 to phone scammers. The sheriff's office says criminals are targeting landlines, claiming a grandchild's been arrested after a texting and driving accident. They pressure victims to send cash for bond money. Several others report similar calls. The sheriff's office is warning that if you get one of these calls, don't send money, call the sheriff's office instead. And the weather is already causing some school delays and closures, quite a few actually. We've got Toma, GET, Black River Falls, Chippewa Falls, Arcadia, Luther High School in Onalaska, Whitehall School District, and Monroe County senior dining sites. All of those are closed this morning. You can see some more on your screen right now. We've got over 20 closings into our newsroom this morning. If you want to see a full list of all of these, you can visit our website, news8000.com.
Well, if you have the option to stay home today, I would take it. The roads are not great right now. I'm going to send you to a live look at what we're seeing out on the roads right now. We're on La Crosse Street in La Crosse, and it is just piling up. The snow is accumulating. The roads aren't terrible, but they definitely are slick. So if you are driving into work today or dropping kids off at school, definitely give yourself some extra time, leave some extra room. Just be safe, use caution while you're out there, and make sure to, have everything with you that you need in case you do get into an accident. Luckily, we haven't seen any so far, but just be safe and be cautious, and we'll send it back to you guys in the studio now.
All right, it is a weather alert day, as you're all aware of now. In fact, we're going to see this for hazardous road travel throughout the day. You're going to be picking up at least 2 to 6 inches of snow for the forecast. That's pretty much for everyone across the region. And eventually you may see some higher amounts getting up to the north, 4 to 6 inches there, plus, by the way, 2 to 4 inches plus in some locations. Some locations could see up to 5 inches locally here. And then as we go through the morning hours, La Crosse keeps the snow through the mid-morning hours into the afternoon and into the evening commute. Eau Claire will start to taper it off going into today. 28 degrees expected for our high today. Colder tomorrow. That means colder air overnight. Maybe some icy roadways with all the snow on the roadways. So please be careful and have a wonderful day.
All right, Art, thank you. Well, a surprise arrest in South Carolina. Police caught the Grinch red-handed, trying to, of course, steal Christmas. Officers in Pickens found the Green Menace mid-burglary, swiping a tree and gifts from a local home. There he is, trying to get away. The body camera footage shows the dramatic takedown, complete with a chase and even a taser. Police charged him with first-degree stealing Christmas and third-degree onion breath. They say they've been tracking this furry green suspect in a Santa hat for days. Look at that, they got him. Third-degree onion breath.
You can't run in those slippers that have that little curl at the end, you know?
Exactly, yeah. No chance. All right, well, thank you for starting your morning with us. We'll keep you updated on our website about the weather conditions. We'll also check back in with you at noon, so stay safe out there, and we will see you later.